Today, boys, I'm downgrading. The moment of truth. Look at this ancient ass controller. Look at me plug in the ancient ass battery pack and watch me press this ancient ass button. It has come to my attention that these batteries most likely need a charge, so I might have to wait a few minutes. I'm disappointed now. Is it possible that I could put batteries? I don't think so. Nope, these are useless. While I was searching through my pile of electronics, I found this. And this AC adapter, and it plugs into the wall. This is a USB type A port. And guess what that goes to? Not freaking this, so it's freaking useless. It's working! My controller's working! Oh my god! It's the famous character everyone's seen so much of. It's probably gonna freeze on either one of them. Let's find out. Even Minecraft Xbox 360 edition has a faster startup. Watch. 2, 3, 4. See, it only took 4 seconds for it to start up. Now this here is one of my abandoned worlds. And I hope it doesn't freeze. And it froze. Alright. Time to try and see Terraria works instead. I'm playing Terraria instead.
I know, but I'm saying.
Trust me, it's not the fact that it's the world.
Okay.
Ah, yes, Terraria 1.2. This is amazing. Press start. Attention, when this icon is visible, it's not even a flower. It's like a Rod of Discord sort of thing. My first house! Back when the shingles didn't look bad. Ice skating rink. Ice used to be so much more slippery too. Art. It was an art store. The game is so much different. Banners. I had a lot of banners. What does the map look like? It took seconds for the map to load. That's how tall my tower was. But oh my gosh. There was so much. I had a little pond with the pirate ship. My restaurant that was hit by a meteor. You can see where the meteor was. And there's a church sort of thing there. A little house. There's this thing in the desert. I don't even know what that is. Some bridges. And then, yeah, I had a lot of bridges on my world. It's just, and that's my very first cruise ship. I had all these lovely weapons in my chests. That's the adhesive bandage! It's now a band-aid with green on it. My weapon choice is I have a massive cutlass. What is this store? Is this like a clothing store? This was a clothing store. Yep, and then I had plans to make another thing up here, but I didn't. This was my furniture store. This was all display up here. Down here was like all the furniture items and stuff. What is that? Slime workbench. Textures, the sprites and textures for everything is so much different. Here are all the cages for all the pets. This was my pet store. And this was, I believe, was Babushka's treehouse. So yes, this was my tower. Look at all these chests. Some of them don't even have stuff in them, but I'm gonna check them out anyways. Oh, the bar textures! They look so dumb. What is this? Meteorite? It looks like mud. A bar of mud. Crimtane was just gray and red speckles. Sapphire. Everything in this chest is ridiculous looking. They're so rare now. And if you wanted to equip stuff, you would equip them in this slot. You would have to literally press RB to switch to your stuff. And this was my setup. I had lava waters, lightning boots, red's wings. You shouldn't have this. Obsidian shield, star veil, and what is this? Frost armor, 20 defense and 13. I had. Where's the defense? Where does it tell me my defense? And this, all right. You see the thing? See this right here? This is what I would use to quick switch to items. If I wanted to switch to my magic mirror to go home quickly, I would just do that. The weapons guy, her, the old man. The old man, what is wrong with him? What's wrong with you, my dude? And then just the skyscraper went all the way to heaven. Stuff. Kevin the Guide. That was the name of my first guide. Kevin, Luigi the Painter, Durham the Demolitionist. I gave I gave each of my NPCs tombstones, whenever they died, because I was little and cared for my people that didn't even freaking exist. But yeah, and I like how I put TBD, to be decided, on a tombstone. It's just like, you're next. Wait, I needed an actual minecart item to use the rail, so there's a minecart here. Let me get it, put it in my inventory, and then click the railing. Whee! I go all the way to the end here, and there's a nice lovely bridge here. I go underground again. Those are beehives. Those sucked. And I stop right... that was not supposed to happen. I'm going to click it again. There we go. And I'm going to keep going. Whee! Now there's no way to zoom out, so that kind of is pretty bad. And then it just ends in this golden room, this golden train station at the desert. But I'm going to show you what's back here first. So there was this little house. You know, it's really not that cool. There's only a little grandfather clock. The cutlass was the best sword I had, which was kind of sad. This fountain here, it used to be like elevated, but it kept causing problems when I wanted to like walk across my entire world, so I just got rid of it. There was a little church here with green dungeon chairs, and the roof was made of brick. There was a living wood tree here. I made the pirate a little boat. Cute little boat. It's nice. And here's my restaurant. It's very dumb now. And what was in here? Just random food items. Christmas items. Nice. There were some bowls for crafting fish and mushrooms together to make food. Goldfish were more abundant in this edition. Here was a park. I had lots of blueberries and... Hold on. Did they change the texture of blueberries in... No, the blueberries are still the same, because at first when I placed these bushes, I didn't realize that they had little blue specks to represent blueberries. I thought that it was just a bush. The left side of my world was crimson, and so therefore I didn't do anything to that side of the world. And I think that might be a meteor crash site near the dungeon. The thing on the farthest to the right was my house, and believe it or not, enemies would appear on the map like that. So you would be able to know where an enemy was. So see, that zombie right there is that little flashing red dot on the map. My underworld really wasn't affected. My jungle, I did a lot of exploring in my jungle. My jungle was huge, or at least when you see this, you're like, oh my god, that's a huge jungle. And I was never able to enter the lizard temple because... Is that another meteor crash site right there? I think that is. But there was a little igloo right there, and it was adorable. So, a little bit of a mishap happened, and now I am in the loading screen again. I think I did it, Here, how do I summon Akram? I'm gonna fight him and get the Akram mask really quick. I looked up how to do it, and I am not gonna go through all of that trouble, so no. So this is the library that I keep my water bolt and books in. There's some bridges, you know, just some bridges. The entire rest of my world is just flat area and bridges. And this is the failure of my ship. As you can clearly see here, this ship sucks. It sucks so badly that I want to kill myself. These are the individual bulkheads, the ones that aren't supposed to have water in them. In fact, ships should not have water in them unless it's drinkable. And this, I'm pretty sure, is not drinkable. This one says, town limits due to Crimson, ask host for entry. And this one says, I'm warning you, Sonny! Here's the beach. The beach is nice. I can walk on water because I'm Jesus. That's really all I have to show for Terraria. Let's look at some of my other games.